It's a Friday for the future. Hundreds of thousands of students across the globe have skipped school today. From Delhi to London, from Germany to Indonesia, students have ditched their classes and have taken to the streets. They're demanding action against climate change. Protests are being held across 150 countries. They're being spearheaded by 16-year-old Swedish activist Greta Thunberg. The pictures on your screen are from Melbourne. This is a snippet of how massive the protest is. In Australia, at least 300,000 people attended the global climate strike. Protests were staged across 110 towns and cities. Students called on the government to commit to net zero carbon emission by 2030. This is significant because Australia is the world's largest coal and natural gas exporter. School students in New Delhi also joined the protest. They held banners that read, "The oceans are rising and so are we." Some students were heard shouting, "Be the solution, not the pollution."
I don't think anyone needs a reason to be in this strike right now. This is for your future, this is for your existence, and this is for your life. If you're not here, you're wasting your time wherever you are in the world right now.
In the United Kingdom, students organised protests across cities and towns. Demonstrations were held in London, Cardiff, Edinburgh, Brighton, Newcastle and Birmingham. Classrooms were also empty in the Czech Republic. Students held demonstrations demanding changes in the climate policy.
You know, the future, if we will study and do nothing with climate crisis, we will study for nothing because everything will be destroyed by climate crisis.
Indonesia, which is currently battling forest fires, also saw student protests. The protesters urged the government to take immediate action against environmental degradation. There were also protests in neighbouring Thailand and the Philippines. In Kenya, students gathered in Nairobi's Uhuru Park. They held banners reading, "All in for climate action." Students called for programs around clean energy and safe water. Africa is believed to be the continent which will suffer the fallout of climate change the most. Governments have already asked for help from the international community. These images, these ones are from Germany. Berlin's Brandenburg Gate saw its largest gathering. Climate activists stood between gallows on blocks of ice. They had nooses around their necks. This was to show that time for action is running out. The message from all of these demonstrators is loud and clear. We do not have time. Today is just the beginning of these climate protests. Demonstrations will continue across countries till the 27th of September. All eyes now on the United Nations General Assembly, where the issue of climate change will be on the list of almost every leader's top priorities.